in the end times, a phrase that has echoed through the ages, often shrouded in mystery and dread. These words often evoke fear and uncertainty, painting pictures of chaos and despair in our minds. But what if we viewed them not as an ending, but as a beginning? A fresh start, a new dawn breaking over the horizon. The Bible speaks of this time as the culmination of history, a transition to a glorious new era. It is a time foretold by prophets, a time when the old gives way to the new. It's a time when God's plans for humanity reach their ultimate fulfillment. A time of unity, peace, and divine purpose. While there will be trials, there is also immense hope. Hope that shines through the darkest of times, guiding us forward. The Bible, particularly the book of Revelation, offers glimpses into this future. It reveals a vision of a world transformed, a world renewed. It's a message not just of destruction, but of renewal. A promise that out of the ashes, new life will emerge. God, in his infinite love, has prepared a place for his children, a place free from suffering and pain, a place where joy and peace reign supreme. This is the hope we cling to as we navigate the challenges of our present world, a hope that inspires us to persevere, to support one another, and to look forward to the dawn of a new era. Just as a farmer reads the signs of nature to know when to plant, so too can we observe the signs of the times. Jesus himself spoke of these signs, events that would signal his imminent return. Natural disasters, wars, and rumors of wars. These are but a few of the birth pangs of a new age. We witness these signs unfolding before our very eyes. Earthquakes shake the ground beneath our feet, hurricanes rage with unprecedented fury, and nations rise against nations. The moral fabric of society seems to be unraveling, with greed, selfishness, and violence becoming increasingly prevalent. But amidst these trials, we must remember that God is still in control. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the darkness that seems to be enveloping the world. The news is filled with stories of conflict, natural disasters, and personal struggles that can make us feel like we're drowning in a sea of despair. But we must never forget that we serve a God who is greater than any storm. Just as a lighthouse stands firm against the crashing waves, God's presence remains steadfast and unmovable, guiding us through the darkest of times. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we turn to him in prayer and immerse ourselves in his word, we find a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that guards our hearts and minds. His promises are our anchor in the midst of life's tempests. Just as an anchor holds a ship steady, God's promises keep us grounded, providing stability and hope when everything around us seems to be falling apart. One of the most comforting promises for believers is the rapture. This promise assures us that we are not alone and that our struggles are not in vain. This is the event when Jesus Christ will return for his church, catching us up to meet him in the air. It is a moment of ultimate redemption and reunion where we will be united with our Savior and with fellow believers. This promise offers us hope and assurance that we will not have to endure the full brunt of God's wrath, which will be poured out on the earth during the great tribulation. Instead, we will be taken to a place of eternal peace and joy where there is no more pain, no more suffering, and no more tears. This is the ultimate promise of God's love and faithfulness to his children. Section 4, the rapture and beyond. A glorious future awaits. The rapture is not the end, but the beginning of a glorious new chapter. After the tribulation, Christ will return to earth to establish his millennial kingdom, 1,000 years of peace and righteousness. During this time, Satan will be bound, and Christ will rule over the nations with justice and equity. But even this is not the ultimate destination. The Bible speaks of a new heaven and a new earth, a place where there will be no more death, mourning, crying, or pain. This is the eternal home God has prepared for those who love him, a place of unimaginable beauty and joy. Section 5, living in expectation. Embracing our divine purpose. In this section, we delve into the profound calling that each of us has, a calling that transcends our daily routines and touches the very essence of our existence. Knowing what lies ahead should not fill us with fear, but with anticipation and purpose. The future is a canvas, and we are the artists, painting it with the colors of our faith and actions. While we await Christ's return, we are called to be salt and light in a dark and decaying world. This means being a source of hope and guidance, illuminating the path for others who may be lost or struggling. We are to share the gospel, love our neighbors, and extend a hand of kindness to those in need. Our actions should speak louder than words, demonstrating the love of Christ in tangible ways, and live lives that reflect the character of Christ. This involves embodying virtues such as humility, patience, and forgiveness in our daily interactions. The end times are not a time to withdraw from the world, but to engage with it even more fervently. We must be proactive in our communities, addressing issues and offering solutions grounded in love and faith, but to engage with it even more fervently. Our involvement should be marked by a sense of urgency and dedication, knowing that our efforts can make a significant difference. Let us be known for our love, compassion, and hope. These qualities should define us, setting us apart as followers of Christ who genuinely care for the well-being of others. Compassion and hope. In every act of kindness, we reflect the heart of God, showing the world that there is a better way, a way of love and selflessness. Let us be beacons of light, guiding others through the storms of life. Our faith should shine brightly, offering direction and comfort to those in need, pointing others to the one who holds the future in his hands. Our ultimate goal is to lead others to Christ, the source of all hope and salvation. The end is only the beginning of something far greater than we can imagine. As we embrace our divine purpose, we prepare ourselves and others for the glorious future that awaits us in God's eternal kingdom.